Solar panels. BougeRV has a 50-watt solar panel and 100-watt solar panel. These are foldable and packable, portable. You can pair that with our 220 watt-hour portable power station. So this gives you 12-volt out for running the refrigerators, flashlight, USB-A out, USB-C in and out. You can charge this with USB-C, and it's got a port to charge from solar. And we got the BougeRV Camp Light model CL01 and CL04. Both of these you can charge directly off the solar panel, and you can use these as a power bank to charge your phone or other devices. 50-watt solar panel comes with a carabiner and 12-volt charging cable. On the control box here, we got 12-volt out, USB-A out, USB-C out. Now this size is pretty small. This is great for tossing in your backpack, regular, just like school backpack, day pack, your bug out bag. This is like very small, very light, very portable. This is what I'd recommend if you don't have a large electrical load. So if you're not running a laptop, you're not running a refrigerator, you're just running small devices, charging your lantern, charging your phone, charging a USB power bank, this is a good size for you. The 100-watt solar panel is coming in at nearly 3 times the size and a lot more weight, and has a carry handle. It still comes with carabiners and a charging cable. This cable is larger because you'll be putting more watts through it, so it needs to be a little bit heavier duty. Now, if you're running a refrigerator or a laptop, you're going to want the 100-watt for more output, but also that's kind of a lot to carry around. But this is the most portable 100-watt solar panel I've seen. BougeRV Camp Light model CL01, still one of my favorites. Plastic construction kind of reminds me of like Constructs toys when I was a kid. Feet pop out, and we've got magnets on the feet and they're rubberized, so you can stick it on a vehicle and it's not going to damage the vehicle. And you can use this as a light or even a distress signal, since it has SOS and a flashing mode. We got 1/4 thread on the bottom, so I can put this on a tripod, and then I can use this as a content creator, use this as a light for myself. So we've got 3 different colors to go through. We've got like the orangish, and then we got like the white LED, and then you got like more natural light, and we've got like 10 power settings to cycle through. And then you've got 4 leaves, so you can put out a very little amount of light or quite a lot amount of light. And you can use this as a lantern, set this on the table. You can set this on the ground, but it doesn't really work too well because it has 4 feet and there's not a whole lot of footprint there. But you can pop that out and use that as a light for your whole campground. And you got a flashlight as long as you cycle through all the modes here. And it's got a high and a low. So this light is fairly easy on the eyes. I like to use this like on a table, on a camping table, in a tent, in a vehicle. It's like really soft, and you can turn it way down. For charging, we've got USB-C for charging. It doesn't put out USB-C. We got USB-A for charging your device. So this also works like a battery bank. So you can just have a solar panel and this lantern and like be minimalist camping. What I don't like about this is that it doesn't have like a wire to like hang this on something, like a hook or a bail. So that's kind of like a drawback, but I could like make an adapter that like threads in and then put like a hook or a carabiner on that and like rig something up myself. But that's like the only thing that really bothers me about this. Another thing I've noticed is that sometimes it'll be in my pack or ruck and one of the buttons will get bumped. And so then it's just running for hours on end and it takes a lot of the battery life out. That's solved on the next model. So the Camplight 04, under this hook we have so we can hang this on stuff, there's an on-off switch. So you can just turn this off and now you don't have to worry about bumping the buttons and killing the battery life. So this light, it's a little bit brighter LED, a little bit harsher on the eyes. So I like to use this as just an area light in a campground or outside of a vehicle or like in a shop. We've got 3 legs and it's a wider footprint. So this works better than putting it on the ground outside where it's uneven surface. And this looks kind of like Star Wars or like early Star Trek. So we've got 3 pedals instead of 4, and these do rotate like all the way around, so you can, you know, bring it back down and just have like a handheld tubular light. And it's got a flashlight feature too. And this extends much taller than the Camplight 01. So this works out pretty well for lighting an area. Not even if you're camping, if you're outside like making content at night or want to illuminate your backyard or something, this works great. I like to use this when I'm feeding the stray cats at night. I'll set this out behind my truck and light up the area so I can feed the cats. This charges on a USB-C and it also works as a battery bank. It only has 1 port, so that's it. You charge from the USB-C, you charge this, or you charge a device. Interesting thing is, I cannot charge this off the BougeRV power pack because this USB-C is an in and out, and this USB-C is an in and out. So you plug them together with the USB-C cord, and they don't know what to do, so it doesn't charge. That's kind of a quirk. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So now I have to charge this directly off the solar panel, or I have USB-A to USB-C to charge this. But this charges really fast off the solar panel. It'll pull the full 25 watts or whatever it is to the USB-C. So this, made out of metal, a little bit tougher. I like this because it also fits very well in a ruck. Great for lighting an area, not so much for like lighting inside of a tent because the wider LED is a little bit brighter and harsher for the eyes. So I like to use the older model, which there's only a handful of those left. But this also is an outstanding product. And if you're in the market for something like this, they've nailed the niche for this. So check this out.